You're listening to Up the Turnpike with hosts Mitch Anderson and Matt O'Leary. Hello and welcome to another Up the Turnpike postgame show. What is going on? Matt O'Leary with Mitch Anderson. Mitch, how's it going, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I noticed my hair is all over the friggin' place. Obviously, bedhead, because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning here, but fine. That's why I got the hat on. Big day for me. I'm getting tattooed twice today.
Okay.
What are we getting? On the knuckles, and then I'm getting something just over my knee. So 11 o'clock is when the appointment is. Cannot friggin' wait.
Well, good luck. I'm very excited for you, and that is going to be a lot of fun. I'm not going to have as much fun. We're recording early because I have to go teach the youth of America in a little bit.
I mean, one is more important than the other.
I'd probably rather get a tattoo, but that's a story for another day. All right, Mitch. This was a weird one last night. Islanders lose 4-1. Doesn't look good, obviously. There's a bunch of weird stats in this game that we have to talk about, and also 2 goals off the board for the Islanders in the second period.
Islanders had a second period of the ages, it seemed, or maybe not just the Islanders. It was a second period of the ages. There's 3 goals counted legitimately, as you said, 2 taken off. The 5 goals should have been scored in the second period alone, which is nuts. But we got to get to the first period first, just to chronology of it all.
Yes. So first period, it was LA pretty much controlling play, 15-6 in shots in the first period, which has been a common theme for the Islanders over the last 3 games or so. They've been giving up some shot attempts in the first period here. Let's take a look at the first goal, which is a Gavrikov goal here. Kind of just gets lost in space, man.
Well, the thing that really kind of, I don't think you see it in this replay, is the giveaway.
Okay, yeah.
There's a really bad giveaway that happens. I think it was Tony. I'm not really I thought it was Tony. They're going up the ice, and he loses it along their defensive blue line, I believe. It may have been the red line. Either way, not a great pass. He didn't have much, though, to be fair. Like, I'm not going to completely shit on him for that. He tries to make something work. It doesn't. They come in and, as you say, they cycle, and then the Islanders get kind of lost in where this is all going, and it goes in.
Yeah, turnover is a bit of an issue in this game. And it cost them on just about every single one of these goals. But not crazy to surprised to see the Islanders go down 1-0 after the first period when you saw how the first was going. Los Angeles had more of the chances in that period.
Yeah, the Islanders started off well in that first period. The first 5 minutes of the game, they were cruising, and then I guess nothing really came of it, and then the Kings just took over. They established a better forecheck. They were winning pucks a lot better. They were just better in every asset of the game than the Islanders were in that first period. So not great, but whatever, man. Screw it. We don't care about wins, I suppose, at this point.
No, I've been full in the numb camp for a while. If they win, fine. If they lose, all right, you're going to get the better draft pick in a year that it doesn't seem like they're going to do anything this year. So Islanders down 1-0 after 1 period of play. Let's get into the second period because the Islanders would tie it up. Anders Lee scores his 25th of the year. How about that? Anders Lee, 25-goal scorer again.
Absolutely. Love to see it. And off the rush, right? They come in and watch this play here. Finds Lee, boom, in. This is the thing. Rush plays. I think it's Avedon had said in the Patreon, PS, sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/uptheturnpike. An overwhelming percentage of goals are scored within the first seconds of zone entries. And this is a clear example of that, right? Like, there's just players, ours or the others, have a hard time adjusting to the chaos of a flurry or a quick zone entry. And so because we were able to get that quick zone entry here, we get the goal. So good to see Lee scoring 25 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely love that from him. Not your prototypical Anders Lee goal. Usually scores from about 3 feet out the net, which is fine. He has his role. He plays it really well. Had a down year last year. Puck wasn't going in the back of the net. Now the puck is. He's probably going to score close. He might not get 30, but he'll be close, right around 30. You
I
think he
say
can?
32. I think
Ah,
32.
sign me up for 30-goal Anders Lee, please. That'd make me very happy.
Absolutely. I totally agree, especially as you said, like last year where it just wasn't going in at all. And yeah, like the tool bag is a little bit different now. So perhaps any sort of trade value next year might be it's already pretty high this year. So
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
see.
see if anything happens. If that's one of the quote changes, we'll see this summer from Lou Lamoriello. Mitch, shortly after this, I mean, just seconds later, not even a full minute later,
No.
we have a horrendous Maxim Siplikov turnover that results in a goal immediately. Patrick Waugh was not too pleased with Maxim Siplikov, called him out by name in the post game for this one.
Yeah. Just
Oh
I
my
mean, he
God.
tries to hit Pollock, and Pollock was not ready for it, as he wouldn't, because why would you pass
No,
it to him?
it was a panic play.
Yeah. Put himself in a bad position, and then Pollock can't do anything about it, and it goes in. It's just really dumb puck decisions here by the Islanders. I don't know why Max didn't just chip it off the wall. I don't get it. I know he was on
Yeah,
his backhand here, but like still chip it off the wall and forward.
still, like, I don't. Again, I called it a panic play. I think that's the only
Mhm.
way to describe it here.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately for the New York Islanders, it results in a goal against.
Yeah. Hell of
So
a shot by Philippe Danault, though. Like top
yeah,
corner, or I don't know if it was corner, but at least in the top portion of the net. Sorokin just tried to get his blocker up and couldn't get it up high enough, quick
no,
enough.
and then it happens so quick, like right in front of him off the turnover. Whatever at that point.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
can we group the two
Yeah.
goals that are called back together here?
Yeah.
Because the Islanders look like they tie the game up at 2, where you get what looked like an Anthony Duclair goal. Simon Holmstrom goes in and seems to make some contact with the Kings goalie, and it is initially ruled a goal, and then they look at it and say, no, this is goalie interference.
I don't understand what goalie interference is. I didn't beforehand, and I certainly don't now. Like Simon Holmstrom is outside of the paint. Maybe his trailing skate comes into the paint at that point, but Kemper comes out to play the puck as well, right? As they both should. Like this is incidental contact. That I don't understand what Simon Holmstrom is supposed to do differently here. I really don't. Um, and then Duclair bats it in because you're like, well, he took himself out of the play, Darcy Kemper.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do here? Um, I don't get it. I don't understand how this is called back.
No, I don't get this one either. It's frustrating. This is a game that mattered more. I think we'd be more upset to this morning. But still, it feels like not a great call there. And honestly, that wasn't the only one. Anders Lee, a little bit later here, we'll pull this one up too, appears to have scored a goal doing typical Anders Lee things. But now this one will be called back as well because he apparently is in too tight.
This one is so much worse. It's so much worse. Kemper again gets his stick in a position. What is Lee supposed to do? Oh, sorry, Kemper, your stick is between my legs. Let me lift them up so you can more easily make a stop against me. No. And it's not like the stick would have done anything. What was he supposed to do there?
There's no way he's saving that regardless, even with his stick. Is he going to flash his stick up like this high to save the thing? I don't quite get it.
I don't understand how this is supposed to. I get it is. No, I don't get it. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like he goes between Lee's skates and then puts a stick there, and then like, oh, you can't do that, goalie interference. But the goalie interfered with me. With me, what am I supposed to do?
Could this not have been considered tripping technically?
Yes. Well,
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like sticking the skates.
like this is that would have been a weak tripping call. But like my point being is that the goalie stick was in between the skates of Anders Lee.
Yeah, he put himself in this position where like, oh no, we have to let him take himself out of that position. But he put himself there to begin with. What is Lee supposed to do? Again, lift his stick up or skates up so Kemper can get his stick out? Just pull it out, Kemper. Just pull it out, baby.
He's got to levitate.
That's
the only play here.
He's got to go full David friggin' Blaine, and then maybe we get a goal. Unreal.
So after all that, or with all that, we have a shorthanded goal to talk about here, which is just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. We'll pull it up.
Yeah.
Quentin Byfield scores shorthanded, but like how does this happen? Tony D'Angelo breaks his stick, and away we go here. This is just, it's like, of course, you feel like there's two opportunities in this period where you think you have a goal, and then it's nope. You're cycling on your millionth power play of the night. Defenseman breaks his stick, and Quentin Byfield's going to go on a nice little run here.
Yeah, maybe Sorokin could have stopped that one. That would have been nice. But like, no one should be shitting on Tony D'Angelo for that. Obviously, I don't really think anyone is. So I don't know why I brought that up, but it's not his fault. The stick breaks, man. What is he supposed to do? He does the best to recover, and he almost gets there. But like, even then, once he gets there, what's he going to do other than take a holding penalty?
Yeah, it's one of those nights where you just throw your hands up and be like, what can you do?
Yeah, it kind of seemed like that's basically what Tony D'Angelo was doing when the goal went in. He like, you can see him throw his hands up and he's pissed off, and rightfully so, man. Like,
yeah, it's frustrating.
What he's supposed to do in that situation,
I do not know.
Yeah,
do not know. The Islanders, guess what, would give up technically another shorthanded goal against in the third period because they were on a power play and pulled their goalie, and Drew Doughty, only his second of the year, but he's missed a lot of time, right?
Yeah, he has. I think this was only his like 10th or 12th game of the season.
Is that how it went in? Oh my God. There's no way. Oh my God. This game was cursed. How does that happen?
Like, just fucking Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
That's almost as funny as the Ilya Sorokin goal from, last week.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It like chipped over Lee's stick or something. So again, we did not stay up till whatever the hell time this was, 12 o'clock in the morning.
You got to be later than that. Puck drop wasn't until 10:37.
Oh God, yeah, that was so friggin' late. I don't understand. It's just pure chaos in this game. It didn't work out well for us. I see Patty was pissed off about the disallowed goals, and he's like quoting the actual NHL rule book there in the post-game interview, and rightfully so. Like, if anyone knows what goalie interference is going to be the Hall of Fame goalie.
You want to play it?
Yeah, let's play it.
Okay, I'll pull it up. Here's Patrick Waugh post-game on what goalie interference may or may not be.
With the two goals that were disallowed,
I think the first one should be allowed. They go by rule 69.1, but if you look in the rule book 69.7, saying that if you take a shot on net and there's a rebound, it should be intentional contact. So I mean, in my opinion, that should have been a goal.
And the second one?
Yeah, I think it was a fair call.
With the two.
Really?
Okay. All right. Fair enough. But even give me one of the two. Like, if they gave you one of those two goals, fine. I feel a little bit better about it. But
I got to see that second one again from like not just the replay that we've seen, but from longer. I must be missing something. If Patty's like, yeah, that's fair. That looked like the most garbage one of the two.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless he's saying like Lee was in too tight there, but I blame Kemper for where he put his stick.
Yeah, you're allowed to get as tight to the goal as you can. Like, you're not on him, but if you're right in front of him, you're totally allowed to do that. I don't. Yeah.
Anyway, Mitch, we got to talk about some of these numbers for the game stats for this game, because this, remember before I was saying this is a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we got some ridiculous numbers to talk about here. So shots on goal, pretty even, 34-32. Face-off percentage, they won 70.4% of their face-off. They were freaking dominant in the face-off dot. But you wouldn't, if you just see, let's say you don't watch the game, check the box score, Islanders lost 4-1. Are you going to go, wow, they must have dominated the face-off dot, had the possession a lot? Probably not, right?
No, I would have said like, oh, maybe a 50-50 game, or that the LA Kings would have been more dominant.
How about the Islanders going 0 for freaking 8 on the power play and allowing 2 shorthanded goals against? I don't know if I've ever seen a worse performance from a power play when you think about the opportunity. 8 opportunities on the power play. and you allow 2 against in those 8. So you're
So
-2.
think about that. They allowed 2 shorthanded goals, but technically they only had 1 power play. Right? Because of the empty net.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sacrément tabarnak. Oh my god. Shit. That's the thing, man. Like we're so meek that you just beat the shit out of us, and we're not going to do anything about it. We might do something physically about it, but we won't penalize you in the most penalizing way possible, which is scoring goals against you. That's just not going to happen. We don't do that.
Oh boy. All right. 16 penalty minutes to the Islanders, 2 hits, 25-19, block shots 20-11, giveaways 19-17, takeaways 3-1. Sloppy game.
Absolutely no puck management whatsoever, and we lose 4-1. Oh my god.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at some of these box score numbers.
I would say that Bo Horvat leads the team in ice time.
Almost 25 minutes, 24 minutes and 41 seconds for him.
And no points. Yeah, no points, of course. Like he was really good for the first 5 to 10 minutes. Had 3 shots on net, a really good kind of breakthrough, and then skies it type of thing. But he was on one. I thought he was going to end the game with a goal because he was really, really good for the first 5-10 minutes, like I said, and then obviously just faded away.
Least amount, who do you got?
Pierre Engvall.
Surprisingly, no.
Whoa.
Mark Gatcombe,
Okay.
8-14.
Was it close?
Engvall had 10-21. He was 4th fewest.
Right, because he's playing third line. Sorry, because he played with Sippy and Cizikas, and Patty was saying, "I hope this kind of gives him the spark that he needs."
Yep.
Which it very much did not.
No.
I don't think his game was particularly good, or at least good enough where you're like, okay, you've redeemed yourself. No, they're playing him out of necessity now.
Dude, the pregame comments or lack thereof from Patrick Waugh. Yeah, they basically, if you didn't see it, they were like, "So, what is Pierre Engvall? What has he showed you lately?" And he's like his brain is just, it's the monkey with the symbol going like this in the middle of his brain. He couldn't come up with one fucking thing. Not one thing could he come up with to say in that spot.
No, and he's like, I hope playing with Cizikas and Sippy brings out like going to the net, hitting, getting shots on net. Like the 3 things that he's been saying about Pierre Engvall all year, all year, not just the last week or 2 since training camp.
Yeah, I want to. This is almost too good not to share. I got to see if this is.
Yeah, no, absolutely get it.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Expect from him. What have you seen from Pierre Engvall recently, and what do you expect from him with Cizikas and Sipilkov tonight?
I just hope that's going to bring the spark he needs. I mean, I just hope that Pierre's going to play a little more, drive the net more, bring pucks to the net more, be more involved physically. So hopefully that's giving him the chance to play with Casey and Seppi. I mean, that'll give him that spark that he needs to get going.
It took him 10 seconds to come up with that. He takes a deep breath, eyes going a mile a minute, and goes, Yeah,
right, because his eyes, you can see them shifting around the room looking for something. Pierre is lamp. I mean, oh God, I don't know. That's gotta suck for Pierre. At that point, I feel for him on a human level. Although, not to say it's not deserved. It's just, it's awful to be called out in front of everyone. Awful.
Yeah.
But he got his bag. Bag-ish. $3.5 million times 7. That's a lot of money he's getting.
That is a lot of money for playing a kid's game. Let's go defenseman.
I assume Noah Dobson has the most ice time, specifically with the power play time.
He does, but by only 1 second. So Noah Dobson, 24 minutes, 56 seconds. Tony DeAngelo, 24:55.
Yeah, I imagine that most of that is power play time for Tony DeAngelo. It would surprise me if it was the other way around. If I just look at 5-on-5 ice time here, for defenseman Tony DeAngelo, 16 minutes of 5-on-5 ice time. Dobson, only 11.
Wow. Okay. Holy crap.
Yeah. So Dobson, racked up a lot more minutes on the power play than Tony DeAngelo did.
They didn't do shit.
Didn't do anything. Oh my god. Least amount of ice time on the defense, I assume, is Adam Boquist.
7:51 for Adam Boquist.
Excuse me?
7 minutes and 51 seconds.
That's bad. That's not a lot of ice time for defenseman, man.
No.
Did he
no.
get hurt or something?
Maybe he might have actually. Maybe I take that back. I thought I saw something on Boquist.
Yeah, okay, because he takes this last shift in the early in the second period, 24:47, and then does not come back.
He took a monster hit from Kevin Fiala in the open ice.
Okay, can I see that? I see you got the video there.
Yeah.
I only see like in
I don't want to make it full screen so we don't get demonetized, but you get a
that's totally fair.
pretty good clip. Boom.
Oh. Okay.
Well, elbow came up too, it looked like.
Yeah. Glad to see Kyle getting up in his face about it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so that's why he's got the least amount of ice time. That checks out.
Okay. And then Sorokin, 3 goals against 9.03 save percentage.
He's got an above 900 save percentage, and he probably could have had better. That shorthanded one from Byfield there, he should have stopped it.
Okay. That would have changed a lot then.
Yeah. Oh, well, deflating, but maybe not deflating because it's not like we were expecting much, right?
No.
I think someone in the Discord said that the Islanders haven't won in LA. I think it was Matty D. Haven't won in LA since like 2018.
That sounds believable. That doesn't feel like a place they win very often.
Yeah, so last win for us in LA was 2018, said Matty Ice.
Okay.
Whew.
So there we go.
Are we rooted to the bottom there? Flyers are still 3 points back of us. So
okay, not quite the bottom. Islanders come back home on Friday. So that's the next time that they play, Friday evening against Edmonton. We'll have a podcast tonight over on Patreon. Wednesday night is podcast night, baby. So sign up to patreon.com/uptheturnpike. Get your 2 times a week podcast. Get your Discord access. Big group chat of Isles fans. Make sure to check it out. But I think that's it for us on this one, right, Mitch?
absolutely.
All right, guys. I'm Matt. He's Mitch. We'll catch you next time.